Wurrzag, the Great Green Prophet. Now then, boys. Come say hello to my immortals.
Me and the lad's got some time. What do you want? Now! Right. I'm...
Let's take what should be ours.
I refuse.
If I don't like your words, I'll blast yous with me spells. I'm the prophet. I is invincibles. Green Prophet. I has mighty mystic powers. Wurrzag will do it.
The one's ready. If I use my most evil glare, it'll fall over.
Okay, can you hear me now? I'm sorry about that. I've been prattling on this whole stream, not even realizing that my mic wasn't working. Let's get back to the game. Okay. Thank you for that. I apologize. My name's Kyle. This is T and Side Quests. I don't know if you are a friend of mine IRL or not. But we are just playing some Total War Warhammer. Gonna smash some humans. Take about half my army and go like this. Oh man, I'm not even gonna really need to differentiate who I'm charging. I'm just gonna be able to charge in both sides. Because my units are so spread out. Nice to meet you too. Usually it'll be me and my wife Maddie playing together, but she doesn't like the Total War games as much, and she's got some other stuff she's got to work on, so she's hanging out in another room. She might jump into the chat. Orcs are always great. I've been playing on my own time a Grimgore campaign, and I wanted to do a Wurrzag one, because I don't think I've ever done one for more than a few turns. So here we are, about to ambush the border princes. I've got some reinforcements coming in, but they're not going to be worth anything. They're just in garrison. So I think we're just going to divide our boys up into hard-locked groups, start the battle, and give a charge command. You guys are all in position. You can just fire immediately, which is nice. Probably want to target, I mean, the thing that's going to hurt me the most is going to be their swords. That's the only really good, decent melee unit that's going to do anything. All of these guys are just going to get sandwiched. Alright, and he's going to be over here to put some spells down once the sandwich happens. Alright, both are hard locked. Let's do this. You guys target down swordsmen. You guys target swordsmen. You get there. Here we go. Yeah, right there seems good. You can do a brain burst. Or there's a nice clump of them right about here. Ow! Yeah, I got, you know, they're forced marching. They were thinking that they were about to take out my undefended settlement, and I was ambushing, so they really didn't stand much of a chance. Ooh, take out their lord. Oh, and now I get to wah. Yeah, this is gonna be over before it began, and I'll heal. I will heal more than I lost in casualties. I could maybe chase them down, but I don't have much cav. Or, yeah, I have 1 unit of cav, so I could have maybe chased them down, but I'm happy with that honor, with just taking that win as was. Get some loot and then fight them again next turn on my initiative. I'm just, right now, just trying to farm up levels and get XP for Wurrzag so he could start powering up his boys. I could do a wah, but I'm not gonna yet because I don't really think I'm strong enough to wah against anybody who's worth it. I could maybe do a wah against a weaker faction, but then the trophy isn't as good, so I figure I might as well save my wah till I've expanded and gotten stronger. Now, this is something you're going to learn about me. This rig, pretty good, pretty solid. Does not load Total War games very fast. Other games, it usually doesn't have as much of a problem with loading screens, but Total War games, for whatever reason, this computer is not so amazing at. So there'll be a decent amount of downtime while we're waiting for the game to load. So did you just stumble on the channel? Come on, load please. Looks like I'm not getting too much lag yet. That's also nice. Looks like the internet is holding up. So that's good. Yeah, I lost 30 guys. They lost 800. I think that was good. I probably should have kept chasing them down. I could have gotten some kills on the Savage Orc Boar Boys, but meh. Now they might send their second army against me in order to avenge this loss, but I'm happy to do that because then I can fight that second army on even terms, and I'm pretty sure I can still win. I'll take more damage than I did in this fight, but I can still win that, and when I win that, I will then have broken both of their main armies and can start rolling through their towns, sacking and raising them, because I don't particularly want Border Prince's land. It's not suitable climate for me. So I'm just going to raise them and, you know, deal them a big significant blow, and then maybe start busting south, because I think that's really the direction I want to expand. I don't really want to be fighting wars against all of the major, like, dwarf and human factions right now. I'd rather go kill some, like, you know, unimportant vampire counts and stuff like that in the Southlands. Come on, load. Last little bit. You can do it. Kid running around outside has one of those little things that you stand on and lean forward and they roll. He's doing a good job, not wearing a helmet. I'd be a little worried if you were my kid, but he seems to know what he's doing. Come on, last little bit. Finish loading. This is unacceptable. Kill and eat just to keep myself topped up because I know they got another big army. Oh, and they didn't send it. Okay. Alright. So that means that that big army in Ackendorf is still a threat. Except refugees. What's this? Use a hero to successfully perform an action against a greenskin faction. Well, that's not usually my style, but I'll do it. Sorry, Grimgor. Alright, well, I can go sack Matorka. I don't think that they can get to Barrackvar this turn, so... Let's actually just encircle for a second, because I can level my boy up before we go in. Inspiring Presence, and then let's also do Du Bois for all Orc infantry units. Yeah. I'll resolve that. Easy peasy. Sack, thank you very much. And then I can raiding camp right here and heal in their territory while also extracting an extra 400 income. Being an orc is great. Yeah, let's keep going with Du Bois. So now suddenly these guys are a much more respectable infantry unit. Still pretty garbage, but you know, decent. Certainly will win against this spam. A little worried about those crossbows, but hey ho, what you gonna do? I got a little cab, I can do something with that, and honestly I think we'll just charge in before they can get too many volleys off. They might move towards Barrackvar. They can't hit it this turn, they can only move into range of it. I can then get back next turn and smash them. If they don't move in, I can raise Matorka. And then I can hopefully do something against this army and then raise Ackendorf. But now I've got a ton of money, so let's see if I can spend that on anything good. First off, Shaman Hut, because that's thematically appropriate for Wurrzag. And then this one, because I want to finish getting these guys all the way maxed out. I want my Savage Orc Warboy Biggins, and I want my Savage Orc Biggins. Those are going to be a game changer for Wurrzag. Specialist, sure. You are gonna do an agent action. Alright, and there we go. We spent all our money already, but hey, that's what it's for. It's for spending. And this is going to make... Honestly, with that, I'm gonna say that Ekrund probably... Well, that's still not very much, even with having a garrison. But let's see what this next one does. I want a sturdier garrison than this, but it's looking like Savage or my faction doesn't necessarily have the biggest garrisons, which is okay. We do get trolls. Trolls are always fun. Go ahead and pass turn. What you gonna do? Border princes. I mean, if I were them, I would probably move out, but I would also probably be able to win against this army, and I don't think they can beat me. Certainly not on hard difficulty. If this were legendary, I'd probably be singing a different tune. That's fine. So I got Grom still in the reserves, ready to get a Gobbo force going. Oh, I can't go very far. Well, let's raise Matorka then. Once more. And this time we raise it. Now, border princes. I don't have to keep smashing you. I would actually prefer to move south. Would you like peace?
Yes. You come bearing arms.
You don't. I mean, all that means is that I have to destroy you now. So that's what I'm going to do, is destroy you. Yeah, our garrisons are just real small, and that makes sense considering that we're a less settled orc group. That's scary. Don't like that Thorgrim Grudgebearer is here with his hammerers. Would prefer that he were not here. Oh, man. Grimgor, you really are getting thwomped on a little bit. You're down from strength rank 1 to strength rank 9. Ew. Kind of embarrassing for you, man.
Now.
Alright, let's go. Vilayasara then. Steal some technology. There we go.
What you want? Get going.
Get you over here to perhaps slow down Thorgrim. And then they settle it. I'm definitely going to not be friends with them, too. I'm raiding there. I should be getting money from them having settled it. Well, I guess they don't have any income there yet because they literally just resettled it. I could smash them right now, and that would actually be really useful. I mean, screw it. I guess I'm committing to being at war in the north, and these guys just have their strength. So thanks for giving me free more loot and XP, my dude. The real Savage Boys, and then Savage Riders. Alright. What's up, Balthazar Gels? Thanks for resettling that for me. So that I could womp you again. And raise it again and get 15 more scrap. Oh yeah. And extra armor for all of my units. Considering how little armor these guys have, 6 is probably not going to make much of a difference, but hey ho, take what we can get. And I could take this town. I could even, I mean, I guess I gotta just be at war in the north. I need to be able to direct my attention eastward, though. I think I will try and take these towns, but I might have to start considering getting Grom out, perhaps with some nasty skulkers. I don't have anywhere that can recruit nasty skulkers at the moment. unfortunately.
Now then, what can we do for our fellow Greek? Ah!
Let's talk.
No, nothing there. Oh, I have a non-aggression pact with you.
But if I
I
don't,
suppose in that case, then I guess I won't go south at the moment. I've got some money. Time to take out that friggin' agent and please succeed. Critical failure. That's not what I asked you to do. Yeah, let's take Karak Angazar and we'll hold it. Next turn I'll make sure to do that action so I can get mine. Alright, fine. Be at war with me, Emmerich. Everyone else is. Yeah, I could get Grom the Paunch out. That could be an option, but I'm not sure.
Me. Kaboom! Two ones ready. Blah.
All right. Yeah. So we're not gonna go south like I had said. We're gonna go north. We're gonna take the soft Umi's land. We're gonna fuck up Zarkel because it's an easy call. Loot and occupy because that gives us some replenishment and some loot, which is nice. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I want to get this place growing. And Karak Hearn declared war on me recently, if I'm not mistaken. So I suppose I might as well go mess them up too. Let's get riders because I know I'm gonna want it. These guys are suddenly quite strong.
The Great Simon.
Get this going so I can get the next port. Gotta move a character to the Southern Badlands for one of those missions. Do I don't have any Gabo recruitment facilities available at the moment, so there's no point in getting Grom out on the field because I can't get him any of the units that he would want other than just generic Gabo trash, and I cannot beat Thorgrim Grudgebear with that, so we're gonna have to be patient about that. I want to take out Karak Hearn and secure this little mountain stronghold.
Blast yous with me spill.
Fine, we can also be at war. Everyone hates me. Okay. Winds of Pain, neat. This is going to be for Boar Wolf and Spider units. Okay. That's cool. Beast layers here. Growth. That's what I wanted. You're going to hop underground to over here. Oh, hello, little army. I guess we're going to have to smash you. Funny how that go, isn't it? Alright, yeah, man, just not terribly impressive garrisons, but hey, That's what it's about right now.
The future.
I guess I can give you something cool. Let's give you Idol of Gork, missile resistance 30%. I mean, I'd rather give you scrap saddles, so I need tech for that. What tech am I researching? I can't tell. All right, let's pick something. Heavy clubs. Definitely seems like a good call. I mean, I might just go through and get all of the scrap ones just so I can use up my scrap in a way that I know is going to be long-term very useful. You are going to go do more steel technology over here. Western Badlands, I can upgrade stuff, so absolutely. I can get raid stashes, or I could get pile of shiny stuff. I think I want pile of shiny stuff to just get base income rolling, and then I can upgrade that next turn. Conquer there next turn. Alright, so I need 4 Night Goblin units of some sort, and then I need to move a character to the Badlands. Actually, I should have just Southern Badlands. I should have just grabbed you, and you just need to go to the Southern Badlands, which is here. So go ahead and start working on that, and then I'll pass turn again. This is a fairly simplistic campaign. It's kind of a dead sprint of a campaign.
It's Gorka Morka, my son.
Okay, non-aggression pact. No thank you.
Come on, lads. Now is
Defensive alliance? Maybe later. I don't want your territory, so I could get a defensive alliance with you, but I also don't want you coming out and taking territory that I want. We'll do heavy metal next, because extra armor for all orc infantry units is probably useful for me.
all right then. Let's do it.
Smush. Loot and occupy.
Those powers.
Growth building up. More riders, more brain bursta. Do wild feet. Oh, I forgot to show him dancing. The battle was too fast, and I haven't had an actual battle since then, so that's what's been going down there, unfortunately. Dokkaraz, let's get you upgraded, and anywhere else? Western Badlands, there, and then next turn will be income. And then I suppose you are going to head west and take out some more Barak Var territory, and then maybe even Fort Sol. I could also see what's up with them, but my agent is still down, unfortunately. Thanks for the extra money. Always accept refugees. Ooh, and I got a bunch of extra money from that too, so I'm gonna...
The wisest amongst them will know that fate is on your side. I have foreseen it.
4 riding and then actually 4 painting first. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So I gotta fight a battle for this. I don't know that I want to yet. This enemy force is looking like. That's just gobos. I'm not too fussed about
Wurrzag, the
gobos.
great green prophet. I'll use me spells. That's not what spells is for.
might have to underway another turn to get there. If I can utterly crush Karakharn, that's good for me. And I'm gonna try and do that if I can. Western Badlands, more upgrades, more why does it keep showing me that I can upgrade that even though I can't? This is good. This is all good for Gamer. Let's get money here, I suppose. Make it as hard to take as possible. As hard to take as I can make it, I suppose. Okay. That's all the money I can spend. I suppose I could try and start getting another army going, but I know it's just going to utterly crush what little income I've got. Most of my money comes from fighting right now. I do still got to try and fight Thorgrim. I got to start pushing northeast, but I'm going to take out this other dwarf faction completely first. That's going to be the way I do this. And then I'll raise Akendorf and then take the rest of Blood River Valley. I think that's the plan. I suppose we can start doing Gobbo stuff. Actually, let's just do boar riding. Alright, Wurrzag.
I've seen the future. Wurrzag will do it.
Excuse me. Do some raiding to heal up and maybe try and entice that army out. I do not relish the idea of attacking them in their walls with that army. I kind of don't even relish the idea of fighting that army because I don't have any armor piercing. I've got a ton of melee attack going on my orcs, but that's it. I mean, I could start giving them stuff. So liquor flasks give them leadership. Idol of Gore gives them missile resistance. Longer weapons gives them bonus versus large. Bonus versus large doesn't help me at all. Missile resistance would actually help. They've already got 45% physical resistance, so then that would mean they'd have 75% physical missile resistance. That's actually probably what I'm going to go with long term on these guys, but I think I'm going to save my scrap for now. And yeah, next turn I'll see what I can do about that. You're sniffing around, but I'm fine with that. I've got as much defenses as I can have, and that's, you know, I should be able to beat that. Let's go ahead and have you check out what's up with Akendorf right now. They don't have their army.
Oh, stop them! No, no.
Let's get the Dragonhorn mines up, and then again I'm just gonna go with income right now because I just desperately need income in order to be able to get another army going. I mean, I could build the Gobbo building. I could build the regular, you know, war building, but I figure I should build it in my main Hall province because then I can get it to max level. I could get squigs here, I suppose, but I don't have anything that benefits squigs all that much, you know?
I refuse.
I spilled.
Alright. Next turn, Karakharn. Fine. I'll come back. Oh, you raised it. Alright, I suppose turnabout's fair play. Ooh, thank you for sticking a unit out there. That does mean I have to fight a pretty gigantic enemy force.
Yes, it'll be proper good. Let's take what should be ours. They're dead.
So now I can fight this whole army outside on the field. Let's do this. Then I can turn around and mess up the border princes, finish off Ackendorf, and then I can resettle that town that they raised, maybe even with a throwaway general. Maybe I get Grom out that way. I take Grom out on his own to just do that, and then he can just be a wandering lord that I stiffen garrisons with occasionally, perhaps. We'll see. Right now, we got a big fight that we could lose. I suppose I could have put a bunch of scrap on these guys and given them a bunch of missile resistance, but, you know, hey-ho. Gonna just keep fighting. I mean, we've got pretty huge melee attack and a pretty huge charge bonus, so hopefully we could just, like, crush the dwarves on the charge, catch them flat-footed. I'd love to have all of my missiles replaced with cav, frankly. I don't think my missiles are going to be helpful at all. They don't have armor piercing, and they're pretty not very good on their own. Alright, that's just the Lord himself. That's not a problem. Giant will take care of him. Our focus is on the army. Just turn this into one gigantic line that I can give a single big charge order to. You can be grouped up as well. You guys can support that. You guys can go here. And Wurrzag yourself. Where are you, buddy? Go right here. And then let's get a little bit of dancing time. Oh, am I already on Spleen Rippa? I am. I don't dance anymore. I'm too busy riding my good friend, Spleen Rippa. Alright, I got a nice full amount of magic, which is nice.
Show us the enemy! Please move forward! Run, boys!
Alright, so I think I'm going to use this against missile units almost exclusively because they're the thing that I don't really match my foes on. We move relatively quick, that's definitely good. Wurrzag, you need to get up there too. You definitely are going to be necessary.
Arrow boys! Bring us timber! Shifty! Wurrzag! Go, monster! Jumpers ready! Where's the sled? Yes, it is. To battle! Smash him! Let's get... Smash him! Jumpers hat! Let's get him!
Got their lord over here. Let me pause and get a good foot of Gork somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to overcast, so I don't want to burn through all of my magic, but this seems like a nice 3-unit block right here that we could break up pretty effectively. I think that's going to be our best bet, is right here.
Bring the throne to the grove!
Forbidden Rod. That. Got a text. Don't recognize that number, so I'm not answering it. It's going. Wurrzag is fighting a big army of dwarves right now that are being very difficult to deal with, being very rude. I think I'm gonna peel you off and just let the giant kill that lord. You can keep firing on... Let's do that missile unit because it's got 2 units kind of up in it. I'm really worried that I'm just going to get this cav unit over there and it's going to get shredded by missile fire the moment they turn their attention to it. So we'll see what our options turn out to be. That I can do overcast. I can do it right there. Script plop. And we wah. Get some extra damage, some armor piercing damage. I gotta imagine that we're, with all of the buffs, we are pretty disgusting at the moment in terms of damage that we should be dealing to these guys. Those guys have Wurzag's Wah, and here we go. They should be shredding these fools. I think I might save my magic for another Foot of Gork, because that might end up being needed. You... Go get him. Get him. Get him. Stop getting slowed down by their missiles. There we go. Foot of Gork. I think we're doing okay. You have broken through. Go for their grudge thrower. Just to get away from that unit.
Here we go!
You're getting utterly thwomped by the missiles, but you're providing the distraction that the other units need, my dude, so just gonna have to bear with me. I know my tactics can be a tad unconventional sometimes. Another here we go going here, just to beef up these boys. It's probably gonna be one of the last spells I managed to cast. Giant, did you finish him? Alright, fly everybody. Spin Rod, I will absolutely use evil magic to get more power. You finishing with that effigy of Degit. Okay. I think we're doing the ding-dang thing. Okay, alright, we did it. That was a bit of a rough one. That was a little touch and go there in a couple of spots. The real weakness we have against dwarves, with this faction specifically in Wurrzag, is that we don't have the most robust armor piercing. We've got a lot of raw damage and a lot of charge bonus, which means that we can usually win against them. It just takes a long time, and in that long time, their missile units can really mess us up, which is why us having missile units really isn't that great, because our missile units can't toe-to-toe with theirs. That's why we need to get, like... You saw how this one Savage Orc Boar Boy cleaned up 340 kills. Imagine if we had 4 or 6 of those in this army instead of those missile units that we've currently got. Like, the frontal charge will catch the enemy, and then the, like, super simple, you know, hammer and anvil tactics. We can use the rock lobber to force them away from advantageous positions if we need to. We got the giant, but, like, these missile units, they're just not very useful. Very good damage value here. Student of mine. Posted a fun video. But yeah, it's going. Back in the loading screen again. Ragni Ironwill. Not quite so Ironwill. You ran away from the giant who you barely hurt. Alaric Ranulfson. I mean, I thoroughly thwomped these armies, so I should have a nice easy auto-resolve. I hope I don't lose this unit or this unit to the auto-resolve, but I feel like I shouldn't. To take the city. The boys are being very adorable right now. I don't think I can get my camera to work to show them, but I can attempt to. There we go. They're snuggling on the couch together. Being very good boys. Normally they would bicker. But they're being very good right now, and I appreciate them. Man, these loading screens, though. Yeah, so good kills all around. 301 over here. So he must have gotten into some soft units, or had a lot of help from Wurrzag with, like, HP damaging spells that left them able to, you know, be whomped down in a hit or two. Wurrzag is putting in work. I mean, he only has the 90 kills, but I feel like momentum shifting and buffing wise, he is putting in good work. He's only going to get stronger, you know, as I give him more of the spells and more of the upgrades. He's going to be able to just spam out magic, which is going to be great. Always love more foot of gorks and brain bursters. Come on, you're almost there. There we go. Finish loading. Take me to the campaign map. Hell yeah. Not much money, so we'll take the replenishment, and then we'll take the town.
Let's take what should be ours.
Alright. Loot and occupy. Alright, got a bunch of Regiments of Renown unlocked. Nothing I am particularly interested on Wurrzag, unfortunately. Only Regiment of Renown he's likely to care about is going to be I mean, maybe the Hammer of Gork Rock Lobber. But probably just the big un, the Rogue Idol. Because otherwise he doesn't really care about any of the other units. He's got his, you know, Savage Orc regiments. Alright, Fury of the Prophet, magical attacks all army, and way less Winds of Magic cost for Foot of Gork. Oh, goodness gracious, we are going to be bringing down the Foot. Bringing down the hammer on our foes. Definitely defenses, repair, upgrade. They are being very annoying, but I honestly think that I could heal faster than they could hurt me if I were to next turn jump over and settle that. What I could do instead, though, is I could get Grom out. And I think I'm gonna. And then next turn, Grom is gonna jump over and try to resettle that under the protection of my friend Wurrzag. No extra good weapons or anything. I can definitely give him a Razor Standard and the Shroom Grabba. He'll have some Night Goblin units, certainly. Goblin and Night Goblin units, certainly. Looting settlements. There we go. Got some good stuff on him to start off with. He's going to be a Nasty Skulkers and Pump Wagons army. He's going to be a little bit less tank and more glass cannon compared to Wurrzag. Not that Wurrzag is army build is terribly tanky either. He's very glass cannon too. They're both going to be like, charge in and you better win the fight from the charge, you know? Again, it's showing me that I can upgrade that even though it's maxed out. It's so strange. Do I get squigs? I think I'm just gonna keep pumping out income because I need to have enough money to afford another army. So I feel like that's the wise call, is just my safest provinces make them make me as much money as I can. So I've got some walls now. I've got a reasonable retinue defending these places. I still think that I'm never going to be, like, even with walls, my settlements aren't really going to be defensible on their own. But that's okay. I think that's all I can do for my turn. Southern Badlands. Ooh, I can upgrade that. Heck yeah. More money, please. Why don't you go see what's going on over here? Because I'm fairly worried that dwarf army is going to come out of the nowhere. I mean, obviously they're probably pretty busy thwomping on Grimgore, but wolf breeding. Let's do sharper stabbas. Just keep unlocking the scrap upgrades because we got the scrap for it now. And we can then, and they're good. Like, they buff your units pretty effectively. Queek Head Taker, buddy, I do not need any more foes and problems right now. Alright, I like Sylvania going to war with them. That pulls some pressure off of me, potentially. Blood River Valley, I can't quite do that yet, but maybe soon I can. You. Gonna go here. You. Gonna go here as well.
Let's take what should be ours.
And then we're gonna take all their lands from them, and it'll be great. I kind of don't want to invest any further there without getting defenses up. So let's just get that and then use the money next turn. We're also going to sack this settlement next turn, probably by having Grom go in and Wurrzag reinforce, and then Wurrzag can go to Matorka and sack it. You're another night goblin shaman, so you're just gonna jump into the water and go over here to steal technology against myrmidons. Can do some more of this stuff. Let's do better arrowheads for now. If I'm gonna have any missile units in my armies, I might as well have them have better arrowheads. Not gonna call to war yet. I'd like to, because I know that I'm building up, like I'm wasting all of my fighting that I'm doing. I'm not really maxing out. But I don't know. I don't think I'm strong enough to wah against anybody worth it. I could wah against the border princes. But then I wouldn't be getting anything on Grom's army. He wouldn't get a wah army because he's just as himself. He need to have people in his army to get a wah. Wurrzag could have the wah on his own. I don't know. Just don't know yet. I mean, in the meantime, I'm doing fine fighting these guys. Alright, so you go in. Oh, you don't even need help.
Remember it!
Grom on his own can just do it. Just occupy. Rebuild. And then you go here. And I guess this time I'm just gonna take it. No point in loot and occupying. I should just take it at this point. I will get the big lads eventually. Let's get Wild Feet for now. Get back here. I can take Akendorf, Ranka Hills, and Varigdawas back. That'll be the arc. You can start heading south, and eventually you'll get some army going. You're gonna be Gobos, so let's just put a point in that right out the gate. You assassinate him.
Now you think.
Let's do Gobbo Crackdown. Let's do these two things. Commandment. Obedience and growth, because I need to grow fast so I can get defenses up, because I'm not going to be able to keep an army there super long term. This is going to eventually be a province that it's got irons. This would be a good province to recruit my Black Orcs and Big Uns in, potentially.
Wurrzag, the great green prophet.
We'll see. Should probably done some construction, I bet you. Yeah, I had stuff I could build. Grimgor is walling against Karazakarak. That's useful. That means that he's going to be strong and pushing back against them. Do the humble approach.
Green prophet.
Alright. You're going after Akendorf, no two ways about it. You're gonna come down here, and so you can just hop over the water to Stone Mine Tower. So that you can recruit the things you want to recruit. Defenses. Let's actually see, can I get in Dokkaraz? Yes, defenses. And then next turn I can upgrade here. It's like, recruitment-wise, there's nothing that you want that I can recruit yet. But eventually, Ekrund will upgrade. It'll get to the next level. I suppose, pile of shiny stuff. Just keep cranking up the income out of Ekrund as much as we can. It's not necessarily an income province, and I might change these over and get different stuff, but for now, do that. Migdalvan Dalarak, I'd like to get that in, but I don't have the money for it. You have no money either. Just get out of there so you don't get killed. Go check up this way. Alright. This is probably going to be my, like, wolf and spider recruitment place. Oh, Carrick Fern's back. God damn it.
Wurrzag, the Great.
Non-aggression pact. No. Carrick Hearn is back and raiding me. Oh, did they revolt? I don't think I saw a revolt pop off. I guess they weren't destroyed. I've got defenses in here. How many units is that? 14? 14 units against 11? I don't love those odds. You know what?
Going on the ground. That'll do, boys.
I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna give you all of the Regiment of Renown units that I have unlocked so far, because they're all shit that you can use. Realistically, let's actually try and utilize the most useful. Probably here, and you like the pump wagon, so those 4. You're going to next turn jump over and protect Karakern, and you're just going to be the defending my shit army. You can have spiky weapons, and you can have winged ammo, and you can have charity armor and jagged weapons. 2 jagged weapons. I want these guys to be as strong as they can be, just because that's all he's got, and I'm not going to be able to give him more anytime soon. I'm still going to keep pushing forward here, because I can't lose my momentum against these guys. That they've shown that they'll just come back against me. Oh, speaking of momentum, though, do I just bum rush them? Could let the arrows tank damage while this punches down their towers. What's the map look like? Is there a spot where my army can hide while my catapult shoots down a hole in their wall for us to fight our way into? And they've got artillery too. No, I mean, I guess I could hide over here, but that's not great. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to settle in for a siege and hope that they sally forth against me. Don't like that. But I can take Eckendorf, then I can take Varanka Hills. I'm making good money now, at least, so that's a thing.
Kill the geeks.
Actually, back off for just a second, because this guy might be able to damage walls. And then I might just go in. If he is successful, okay.
Let's take what should be
Didn't have any of the damage walls upgrades yet. So there's only going to be like 1 or 2 holes. 2 breaches. 2 breaches and my catapult, though, I feel fairly comfortable with. I'm going to quick save, and we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, we got a bot. Ban the bot. Alright, let's do this ding-dang thing. I'm fairly worried we're going to lose, but let's try it. I will be right back. Hopefully it'll be loaded by the time I'm back. Water. Had to ban a bot. How are you doing? right. Actually, it loaded in by the time I got back. That's not bad. Okay. So, got 2 holes over here. We can make it so that's the only tower we're dealing with, and we can potentially take it out with our catapult, our rock lobber. Could even maybe take it out from safety, from outside of its cone of fire. I think that is probably outside the cone of fire. And I think the rest of my army... Maybe I charge in waves. Maybe that's the play. Is to charge in, like, a bunch of my guys, but keep a bunch in reserve in the forest hidden. Giant can go in the gaps too, so that's fine. He didn't need to be hidden. Alright, so you guys unhidden guys are group 1, group 2, group 3, and everything else can be on its own. Just gonna have to get in. I mean, if I lose my giant, it's gonna suck, but I think he has to be used. I can't win this without utilizing everything I've got. Cav will probably go in once I've punched a hole. Ooh, those mortar shots do sting. I wonder if it's actually better here. Shoot at that instead. No, you're 28%. Finish that. Finish that. I shouldn't have distracted you.
Here we go. Get 'em. This is it. Let's fight.
Don't give them an inch! Those torches
Let's get it. Here we go. I'm only gonna have some of my army fighting at any given time. I want it to be fighting at peak effectiveness. That's almost down, or it's halfway at least. Group 2 not getting in yet. Okay, this is going okay so far. I haven't done a foot of Gork, so I've still got the magic to do so. Only 6. I should just do it right here. Bam. That's easy decision. Foot of Gork all the time. Always foot of Gork. Get that going. Let's get the... Just shoot that, please. Probably not worth putting another foot here. Get out.
That's a good.
Alright, 365 kills on Wurrzag. I think that Foot of Gork is starting to come down with the authority it deserves. Don't make him put his foot down. That went pretty darn well. I actually thought that was going to be a lot bloodier than it was. So that means that I can loot and occupy this turn, which should give me, one, a ton of money with which I can upgrade a ton of my other settlements, make them better and stronger and better defended and all that shit. And two, means I can maybe consider getting some more of the regiments of renown into Grom's army, which is going to go start protecting my northwestern frontier on my behalf. Probably only ever from settlements. I'm probably not going to try to ever get him in a field battle until he can have, like, actual, not just Regiment of Renown units. I mean, the Regiment of Renown units are the best versions of those units, obviously, but, you know, there's no unit consistency. You don't have any more than one of any, you know, type of unit. A lot of them are pretty light. You know, a lot of the early orc ones are like wolf riders and stuff, and you know, they got an okay charge, but they immediately die the moment they stay in melee for more than 5 seconds. Yeah. What time is it? How far into this stream are we? Not a lot of activity in the chat. Probably not the most popular game I could be playing right now is Total War Warhammer 2, at least within my fan base of all of my friends. I know this is probably more of a me game than any of my friends' game, so that's okay, but I'm still enjoying myself, so we'll finish this one out. Next stream will probably be Saturday. I'm not sure. There's stuff that could be going on potentially, but probably next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, and I think we're going to try and return to Valheim. I'd like to kill the Bone Mass. And if I don't play with Brooke and Logan, if I don't play on my own before then I don't have to do any shenanigans to find them, because we are all currently together on my boat somewhere far, far away from any portals or my house or anything like that. So, like, if I were to play on my own and go somewhere else, they would just be, like, probably an unsafe distance from shore in the middle of the water with me nowhere near, you know, no boat to come save them. So we're going to have to try and coordinate something with that. But probably next stream will be Valheim, probably to fight the Bone Mass, and then maybe do some more mountaineering. I'd love to get more of the silver stuff that I've got going. I'd love to get some more iron in order to upgrade my big two-handed axe, which is quickly becoming my signature weapon. So yeah, lots of fun options. All right, we are almost at the next loading screen completion. All right, there we go. Got that, some more loot and occupy money. This'll never be... Oh, okay, so this has already got night goblins. Well, at the very least, then my dude Grom can pop over here. Can even do it this way, but then he can't jump over next turn. So he'll still jump over next turn because I desperately got to defend against this.
Stop that.
So yeah, that must just be like a rebellion or something. I've got the money now to do all of these things. Growth here. This is somewhat risky, but I'm not at war with these specific humans. I'm at war with Gelp, but he might not have the right to go through those lands. If he's going to attack, it's probably going to be a Karakern, which, as crummy as its garrison is, does have as good of a garrison as I can get it. The other ones I probably need to upgrade as fast as I can. Akendor can repair that for now. I'll keep it for now. I'm certainly not going to keep it long term. Actually, let's not even repair it. Let's... How much do I need? 3 grand. I'm not going to get 3 grand any other way. Could I do any diplomacy? Any orcs want deals with me that I want?
Let's talk. I can kill you.
Your strength rank 2. I mean, your strength rank 2, but you keep getting beaten back by the dwarves, so... I'll... That doesn't do it for me. I'll wait on that. Because I do want to get my defenses here as fast as I can.
Warlord eternal.
There we go.
The one's ready.
Steel technology going. Saved me a whole turn. Don't have any money. I could call the WA, but it's just like, who do I call it against? And am I strong enough to sustain it, really? Commandment available. Obedience and growth. Yeah, I know there's damage building. Unassigned skill points. Here we go. Wurrzag. I mean, I feel like I got the spells I want to have. Arcing Conduit, certainly. And then I want our lads for orc units. So then next turn I can go raise the Forest of Gloom because I don't want it. Sorry, frog in my throat. I noticed that happens when I talk for a long, long time. Like I do for a stream. Okay, so they switched armies. I guess I'll take out the more dangerous army at Varenka Hills. And then I'll deal with the Forest of Gloom army. War for... I mean, I rely on good morale for now. Alright, missions. Raise or sack the following settlement. I mean, I can sack it and then just occupy it later. Baleful Mask is just a fight. And then I need Night Goblins for that.
Let's take what should be ours.
Alright. I think call's made. We're going for there.
Let's smash 'em.
Ooh, even that's an auto. Happy days. Sack it.
Build a gigs.
And then we'll occupy it.
Wurrzag, the great green prophet.
Then we can probably afford all the stuff we wanted. Got all sorts of quiche. Definitely get the beast layers in. Yeah, so what that tells me with the beast layers is that I'll probably get rid of this and put in the boar and wolf rider unit and probably building and probably the spider building here. In Akendorf. So that's continuing to build up strength, yes. Jump over. Oh, and I got intercepted. No! Well, that's a huge pain in my butt. Can I run away? It appears not.
Another day, another
no.
triumph. Got it?
I mean, there's really no hope. I mean, right? One unit, like, we're just gonna get... There's no way to get through all those dwarf warriors.
Gonna conquer these gates.
Crap, that actually really screws me. Okay. I mean, he killed a whole bunch of them, I suppose, but I didn't see us winning that. That's really annoying. Did not suspect that they would do that to me. I suppose I should have known. Well, in that case, I'll summon somebody else and get all the other things that I couldn't get before. In which case, I'll get a Night Goblin War Boss, I think. The Goblin Great Shaman is probably not going to have the hard-hitting magic I would want out of a mage if I was just getting somebody to fight. Whereas I can get this Weapon Master and he'll be pretty nasty. So, bam. Any other money I can get?
Who can I stand?
Unbuild
Boss of
that.
them night goblins.
Yeah, so those guys. I'll have squigs.
Ready for bossing? Great and powerful war boss.
And then I'll replace him with Grom when Grom heals. That's the plan there. That's as good as I can do. You have just achieved another great victory.
Now's the time.
You don't have the money to do anything. Don't you go up to Fort Soul? Don't like you sneaking up here, Gelt. We'll deal with it as we need to and can.
I'm the prophet.
Gonna be quick.
I has my mystic powers.
Let's get Raider. Let's start getting my blue line. Actually, no. Biggest and strongest. Let's get Smash and Martyr, and we'll get biggest and strongest because that'll be for my rogue idols when I get them. Settlement besieged. Okay, so they have besieged
What
me.
a sogginette do you want? Night Gobbo war boss.
Let's go out and fight them because I've got Cav and they don't, and I think that's going to give me the edge I need to win this. I don't love that they've got blasting charge guys. That'll actually hurt me pretty bad, but otherwise I don't have a ton that I'm scared of, and I have some really fast moving cavalry with which to play with in micro. So I think we can do this to save this city. Friggin' Karakern rebels. Unworthy of my time. Honestly, the damage that we did with that auto-resolve was probably worth it. I really just wish I hadn't had to lose all of those regiments for now. Now I've got to wait 10 turns before I can recruit them again. I should have thought, oh, they might just underway intercept me and just waited and gotten these guys too. Because then maybe with all of that, I could have had a shot at winning a 1v1 with these. I don't know. Maybe neither way was a good plan. Back off.
Yes, boss. Waste one more. I understand. Here we go. Run
Moving fast! Running! Moving fast! Running! Moving fast! Fight the milk!
Arrow boys!
Stabbing time!
Get out, boys!
Yeah! Dodging!
Chopper down!
Get up! Let's fight! We'll try it!
We're off! Arrow boys! Ready!
Wing hoppers! Right for more!
Here we go!
All about momentum with the Orcs.
Wing hoppers!
Time to war!
We'll
You
try
keep
it!
them running. These guys are getting probably their satchels off because the wolves get into them. The wolves should disrupt them thoroughly. Back right back out, my friends. Oh, they broke. Hell yes. Pursue them. We're gonna hunt these fools down because I don't want them continuing to rebel against me.
Who can we stand?
Let's get 'em! Time for slaughtering!
We'll try it!
Where's the scrap? Arrow boys! Here we go!
Get them, squigs. Squigs are some of my favorites because they're just mouths with legs that propel the mouths at food. And then they have crazy goblins that ride them. Whew. Good job, team. Excellent squig work. I mean, those grudge throwers got kills. I can't really stop grudge throwers from getting kills no matter what. They're like, they've got the range. I have to cross into their range and they're going to get hits. But I feel like I kept them to a pretty low number. And other than that, all their other units did pretty garbage. Hugrim Morgrimson, you have failed. You have failed to reestablish Carrick Hearn. Now I've got a Gelt force coming up that wants to get in next. Gogrod Horned. You know what? You earned a spot in here. I'll use you as my, like, when I have to spam a general out to defend a town. That's what you'll always come back as. Whenever I need to save a town, you come back and get all the garbage units, Regiment of Renowns to try to save the town. And if you live long enough, you'll become immortal. How's that sound? I mean, who knows? Maybe I won't get any of the other legendary lords before I get to level, the point where I need another army. But Grom's definitely going to replace him. I want Grom to be the one who is leading my secondary goblin force, since I've got him and he's a legendary lord who's good at it. Come on, loading screen. We're almost there. I'm gonna turn the light on in my room. It's starting to get a little darker. Probably getting close to the end of the stream. Alright, you can do it, loading screen. I believe in you. I have complete confidence in your ability to finish loading that bar. Oh. Oh. Come on. Come on. Last little bit. Finish loading for me. Love to get one more battle in before the stream ends. I feel like we've made good progress. We've conquered a whole province, finished off a big chunk of the border princes and Karakern, and now the rebels that almost spawned back to take their place. I suppose that's the consequence of always looting and occupying, is that you spawn rebels. People don't like being looted all that much. But I like the money. It's so nice to have, $8 grand just for taking a town. Speaking of $8 grand just for taking a town, honestly, I think I will take the money though.
Boss of them night goblins.
Boss of them night goblins. Let's get another unit in there in case I have to fight something, and then go finish them off.
Going! Great and powerful war boss.
You're gonna hang here for now.
Who needs stabbing?
Get that, get that. Okay. Let's do some agent actions. I haven't had money for those in a bit. Please assassinate? My goodness, buddy. I feel like you never succeed. You. Steal technology. Success. I like success. Sell an upgrade available. Definitely. You go take Noah's bag, and then I will have completed that province.
Killing time.
As always, loot and occupy. Got a good trait. Get some more infrastructure going, having smashed down a bunch of territory to take. This place is going to be my wolf and spider place. Yeah, so that means I could also get squigs here because I'm going to be recruiting what are probably goblin armies nearby. So I think for now we get the squigs here. Squigs are fine. I like having access to them. Matorka. definitely level that up so I can get defenses. Level that up so I can get more money. Man, everybody's pretty grumpy too. Can I get, when's the no complaining? That's the next one. Let's research that immediately. We need to get our public order figured out. Wurrzag has moved. Wurrzag hit level 20, which is dope. Guess let's get Colossal War Paint and the Big Lads, because that's gonna be the next thing that the really important thing to get, and it powers up his giant, which is also good. So, causes terror, causes fear, resilience, siege attacker, 50% missile resistance, 25% physical resistance, so 40% overall regular missile resistance. You give him a scrap upgrade, but I don't actually have either of them available at the moment. Commandment available, growth and obedience, please. So that's a problem.
I'll ignore that.
It's 11 units. I've got all of those that I could get. I could just spam some garbage goblins out. They're incredibly cheap, and that would allow me to like auto-resolve easy fights at the very least. Like I could spam out some cheap goblins and then jump over here and smash these guys away. So maybe that's the plan with that army for now. Alright, I mean, all you're doing is telling me that I need to go north and smash you. You're allowed to sack my towns, that's fine. I sack your towns.
I have seen the future.
Repair, build back up. Fences.
I'm well nasty.
Don't have any money. I need to fight a battle really to get money.
Has powers.
You're gonna smash them next turn and then probably raise the Forest of Gloom in order to finish them. Okay. Anybody want anything to do with me? No?
A fellow tribe. Welcome.
Area access? No? Alright. Fine. Fine. I mean, again, I'd love to call a war. I've got all this reputation. I'm earning more fighting that I don't get to utilize. But I don't know who I would call it against that would be worth it. I could call it against the Border Princes. But all they've got left is Myrmidons, and they've got to be terribly weak. In fact, who's the strongest? Let's look at strength ranking. Number 1 is Eotine, can't get over there. Nagaron is number 4,
No
Ugress is number 6. Yeah, I can't get over to any of the elves. Grimgor's number 11. I can't call a Wa against him, though. I could call a Wa against Marienburg. I'd feel comfortable fighting that. But all the rest of basically everybody else I know is no significant strength rank. Like, strength rank 115. Strength rank 118. Strength rank 120. They must have just gotten smashed like crazy by Grimgor, actually.
Yes.
Averland, the Golden Order. Like, there's nobody that I'm close enough to successfully get to in 20 turns with the one significant army I've got that is worth wawing against. That will give me a trophy that I even care to have. I think just hold on to it. It feels bad, man, but I don't know any other option. Hero's not moved, that's okay. Getting towards the end of the stream. Screw you, Karazakarak. Yeah, alright, going into the Forest of Gloom. I will crush you. While I've got money, let's do some agent actions again. Please assassinate. Thank you. I appreciate you being successful. Alright, let's do this. Because sacking this is gonna give us a big chunk of change, hopefully. Not really. Let's just raise it and be done with it. Barrack Var destroyed. In my territory healing. They haven't taken Blackcrack. If they had taken Blackcrack, I'd love to sweep through and take all of that and deny it to Grimgor and use it for my own benefit, but no. Baleful Mask. Bonewood Staff. I've got a Shaman's Hovel. Maybe I just need to let a turn pass while having it. Let's upgrade that. I won't do too much more money stuff because if I can get defenses anywhere I want them, I can't. Alright, then let's upgrade money stuff in our most valuable places. You can steal tech. Getting no complaining, which will improve my obedience in my provinces. Start turning more of these positive. I think that's it for this turn. Unassigned skill points. Scouting, sure. Could have gotten some units into here to deal with them, but frankly, that's okay. You guys are just... Why do you insist on being annoying with how you fight me? That's the thing that bugs me. It's like, you're not invading me, you're running away from Grimgor. Why do you have to sack my town? No, well, I suppose thanks, buddy. I'm still probably going to... Can I reach you? Yeah, I'm going to declare war. Because... Why would I let you roll around my territory getting ready to ambush me or destroy my stuff? Alright, alright. Lots of good stuff.
What should be ours?
Okay, the big lads. And then I don't need sneaky stabbers. I guess I could get savage smarts and death from above, but I think I'd rather start going through. Let's actually get that. I'd like to know for sure I'm not going to get caught in the underway. They should go after their provinces, but I don't know if they will. I don't want to go take Karazakarat because that will piss him off. I think I want to now head west and start dealing with the border princes. In this place I was going to get wolf stuff. Wolf and spider stuff, so that'll be here in that slot, and then I'll start upgrading things. Hopefully I won't get any more sackings done here. I could go, actually, I could take this, I already burned some of my movement, but I could use this opportunity. I could go over to Stone Mine Tower, because that's part of this province where I've got access to my units that I want, and I could start recruiting in the Prophet's true army. Maybe that's how we finish out the stream. We get his true army recruited. Because I gotta imagine he can do it pretty cheap. They confederated Skullgrag. Yeah, well, they're the stronger one. I need to expand my strength. I can go out into Bretonia and actually get a little bit of that. I know I normally go for growth instead, but let's get Karakern up, but also this. And then actually no, let's not. Well, can you make it? You can't. So let's do that and save the other 300. Don't move those. You're just chilling here. Actually, you can get replaced probably by Grom. There we go. And soon he can get all the other regiments of renown, and that'll be his little hodgepodge ass army. I'm going to immediately disband these guys because I know I'm not going to want any of them. I think I'm going to want, like... These guys are anti-infantry specifically, so maybe I get one more of them, because these guys are also pretty specifically anti-infantry. Well, actually, I'm going to get rid of these guys and get big and stupid. Either way, I'll get one more of those, and then 4 of the big un variant, so I've got a total of 6 cav. And then probably just the rest is Savage Orc Biggins. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't. Save a little bit of my money. So my stuff should finish building soon. And then I can hop over and go after the Border Princes that way. I'd like to finish the Border Princes, I think. Pirates of Sartosa took us as Vorak. I'm fine going to war with them too.
Let's take what should be ours. I'll use me spells.
Okay, and I'm in the province. Heck yes. Recruitment. 1 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then I'll save my money. And the following turn, I'll start deleting these savage orcs. Actually, no, let's just delete them now. It'll make me look weaker, which might make people declare war on me, but oh well. It'll save me a ton of money and allow me to get more stuff going. And yeah, I want the big uns. 2 more of those. Yeah, these guys aren't too expensive for Wurrzag because he's got a bunch of things lowering the cost. You still need 4 more turns. You can get to 8 peak loonies, so chuck them in. Once you have all of them, that'll be like a 10 stack. You can go fight these guys, especially since it's all just crossbows and I've got a bunch of cav in that army. So that actually works. That works well. You want defense. Okay, pulling teeth. No sense not getting more money.
When I gets there, gonna smell.
Okay, this is probably gonna be the last turn or so, but I can at least like queue up all of Wurzag's force so that we can see what it's gonna look like for most of the rest of the campaign until I can get my hands on the rogue idols, or at least campaign for the foreseeable future, basically. You're strength rank 1, I'm strength rank 102. It's going to be a minute before I can confederate Grimgor, if I ever can. He might always just be stronger than me until we end up going to war with each other. Varenka Hill's getting upgraded is useful because it means that I can potentially resist attacks from the east more effectively. Torka needs defenses, absolutely. Few more turns until I can get the rest of this army. Oh, I can't actually build any of that stuff. What am I doing? Because I need... come on. Find the army. There we go. Do up more of those. Okay, I actually can't afford to do some of this stuff. So you get these things, but that's really not that useful. It's getting to a Ragnarok spider that I want. Greenskin docks is good money. Let's get Varanka Hills up, like I had said. Then Matorka, I can't get the defenses yet. That's okay. You're gonna have more units this turn. Let's do more assassinate, because that's the thing I usually want you to be the best at. Let's see what's going on up there. Grimgor's just waiting outside of Karazakarak. He's got time for his Wa, so I'm not too antsy about that. Get a little steel technology going. No dice. Alright, next turn. Can I think finish off Wurzag's army this turn? Alright, Araness Assault Spite's in the mix. She's actually relatively scary. Alright, Grimgor's besieging Karazakarak. Let's see if he can actually pull it off. It has one hell of a garrison. So, would not be surprised if it resisted him. That said, I hope he wins, because that means that I've got a relatively safe army. I'm not going to take Karazakarak. He's wawing against it.
Warlord Eternal.
Foolish mission givers.
Great prophet.
Alright, that's all I can recruit. So that'd be 10 Savage Orc Biggins, 4 Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, 2 Savage Orc Boar Boys, a Giant, and a Rock Lobber. Eventually I'll probably get rid of 2 of these. One to make space for I'll get rid of the Giant and replace it with the Rogue Idol, and then one more of these to get rid of to replace it with the Rogue Idol, and then one of these to get a Black Orc Big Boss in here so that I can get training going on all of these friends. But that's for a later date. I think for now I'm pretty damned happy with how that army is going to function. 6 cav, 10 infantry, 4 specialist units. Does that math work? No, 11 infantry. I've got 1 extra. Yeah, so not perfectly symmetrical, but that's okay. Can I recruit? No, I can recruit shamans, and I don't need another shaman in his army. That is fine. Ooh, that's a Skull Reef. I should do that Skull Reef. Do that with the fancy army next time I play, which is probably not going to be the next stream. So I think I'll call it quits there, guys. Thank you for watching, anybody who did. I really appreciate it. We're just having some fun in the Warhammer verse. And we'll see you next time. Bye.